Welcome to this look at a really nice new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on Szpakowo. This is a new mod map out by RajotGPLAY and Jankus. It is 971.37 megabytes download. It seems like a lot, but it's well worth it. There are 9 required mods that download automatically and some others that we will have a look at momentarily. I'll talk about slot count now and then we'll talk about it again later on. Slot count on all 3 game modes is 2,157, but you can get that down. Don't worry. This map is highly detailed. I mean, I know I say on some maps, some of them, there's a little bit here and there that's a little bit, wonky every now and again, but this, I mean, wow, gritty realism. There's attention to detail. There's added details in. There's extra crop types have been added. We'll talk about those momentarily. But there's new crop textures for various different crop types. There's needed stubble. It says has been added to crops after enabling the option crop destruction. Now I tried that, and I personally, that's just me. I couldn't tell what that had done. I think it's when you drive over a crop. I drove over a crop that I owned that was ready to harvest with crop destruction on and nothing happened, so I'm not sure. It was a bit peculiar. There's additional seasonal decorations, including wet roads when it rains, flooded meadows, Christmas lights, all sorts of stuff. It's very cool. It does say artificial farmers in the field. Haven't noticed that either. There are some new sounds on the map which again add to that realism, and it's a very, very good map. I know it's up there, but anyway, all that being said, the map looks like this. It's packed. There are tons and tons and tons of fields. It has a European flavour. It does say the map was reproduced from real terrain in Central Europe with several modifications to diversify the gameplay. Now, field prices and pricing generally is about what you would expect for the size of fields. So you've got some very small fields, which are nice and cheap. You've got mid-sized fields, which aren't overly expensive. And then you've got some larger fields, which go up a little bit. Nothing break the bank type stuff, but there's enough small and medium-sized fields for you to build up. There are 3 farms, so we have to put some money in to buy them up as we go. There are also 5 pastures. I got round my whole prep, did all my notes. I'm thinking, I never found them. So I had to go through buying up every single one of these extra meadows and stuff until I found them. But I've found them, so don't worry, I'll show you where they are as we go round. There's nothing been added in by the map makers with regard to vehicles, machinery, anything like that. But we go into our build mode. On top of the 9 required mods, that's all I'm talking about. Under sheds, we've got 1 shed added in on top of the required mods. That's out there, a garage. We've got under silos, which is interesting. There's a bunker silo on the end there. There's no actual silo. On the 3 farms, there's not a silo on any of them, so you'd have to put your own silo in, pick one if you want to, and put it in. If we then go from silos to production and factories, we've got a biogas plant out on the end that's been added in. If we go to animals, on top of the required mods, the only thing added in by the map makers, there's a horse pasture there on the end. From there, I think we go into... yeah, it's into not decoration. Nothing under decoration. Under landscaping, under painting, we've got quite a few paint textures, cobbled, and I have to say, when you get into the main town, the block paving detail, it's next level. I mean, absolutely, look at that lot. There's tons. We've got some extra tree types put in as well. Have a look through, there's a whole load there. And then we've also got some plants have been put in under landscaping, so a fair bit to be cracking on with. There are 100 collectibles. I haven't personally found one yet, but there are collectibles on there. Contracts are available on the fields also. Now, the only thing I found that I was a bit like, not sure. If we cross the road here, we start at this bus stop where we've been dropped off. And again, we've got no vehicle or anything, but don't worry, there's a short walk and we'll get to the first small farm. We'll have to put some money in. Oh, there you go, look, Rajot and Jankus. Very cool. Now this is showing on the map as a production. This is the dairy. But out here, all I can find is the drop-off point, which for all intents and purposes becomes a sell point. I can't find anywhere around this building a point for purchasing it as a production. There is a forklift truck here, which implies pallets will spawn. And if we go to the map, I'll show you. We start down here at the bus stop just across the road, and that is showing that icon is not a sell point. That's a sell point icon. That's a production icon. But I can't find, and you can't buy the land either. So this is one of the plots. There are a few plots around the map you can't buy. You can't buy the plot of land. So there's nowhere. I didn't find. I went round looking top left with my help window open to see if I'd get something come up to give me the option to purchase it, but it didn't, which I thought was curious. Anyway, as it stands, that dairy, as far as I can see, is just a sell point and not a production, despite what it says on the map. It's a small thing. Animal dealer is just here. And then we have got sell points. These are sell points, not buy points. So we've got sell point for liquid manure. We've got a sell point for, in here, root crops. You'll see as we go around as well. The lighting, the texture palette, the colour palette. It gives you that real gritty, you know, so, I love it. Very, very cool. We've got over here, this is a silage sell point. And as we go a little bit further around, we've got a straw sell point, which is kind of for the rest of the bales. I'm just going to double check here, see if this door opens or anything comes up. No, I'm not getting anything else for the dairy. It's a curiosity, but never mind. Swing around, and this is the straw sell point. So there's a few sell points. And as we go around the map, we've got loads of details. There's machinery and equipment in yards, in all over the place. Like I said, I haven't come across anything in fields yet, but that'd be quite cool. What there is also, as we go around... Oh, hang on. If I found it. We found it. There we go. There's our dairy. Brilliant stuff. It was away from the other buildings. That's where it's showing on the map. It was over here, tucked away. I'm glad I found that. That's awesome. So there's the dairy. Brilliant. I take back everything I said. We're going to head up the road and out across to the farm there. I'm going to need to put some money in. There are also some locations where there are people standing having conversations. And when you go past them, you can hear part of a conversation. I think, is it Polish? I think it's Polish, the name. When I looked up the translation, it said Starlings. Starlings? Szpakowo? Anyway. But yeah, I think with the additions of the custom textures and all of the facets that have been added in, it's very cool. One of the roads we turn off later on, it comes down to all like the cracks and the detailing and the little patchworks and the bits on roads. It's very cool. So the first of the farms. Now this is not the farm we start with. On New Farmer, if we go back to our map, on New Farmer, if we click on that again, we do start with this bit up here. So we've got this little plot here, then this plot here that runs across. As you can see, we've got a sleep trigger, cows, and we've got a manure heap, and we do have these two little fields there. That's all you start with on New Farmer. So that is technically the main farm. However, we're just crossing over the road down here and going along here because this is another farm. Like I said, there's 3 in total, so this will be, we'll say this is farm 1. Farm 2 will be the main farm, then there's another farm as well. So we come in at the sort of entranceway here, and again, look at the... I like it when you've got stuff that looks a little bit overgrown, a little bit warm, weathered, you know, tired is probably the wrong word, and up into the yard. Now I'm going to have to put some money in because I won't have enough to buy any of the rest of the stuff as we go around. So bear with me while I put some money in. Again, the block paving, and that gets even more obvious when we get into the main town. So let me just get some money. Money's in, but the other thing I was going to say, which I've just remembered, when I said there's extra crop types, we've got alfalfa and clover. Both of those are grass types, can be done with forage harvesters, mowers. They can be the alfalfa can be tedded to make alfalfa hay, that kind of stuff. We've then got rye, triticale, and green rye. Now, if we go to our equipment and machinery, go to our seeders, you can see that all of those can be put in with a regular seeder. So the crop types are put in with seeders, not planters. So seeders, put them in the ground. If we come out of there and we go to our headers and look there, you'll see that the rye and the triticale can both be harvested with a regular header. The green rye gets harvested with a corn header. So if you're wondering what equipment you're going to need to do those extra crop types, that's what's going to be required to make those work. So this plot here, the farm 181, 443,373, do that, that, and that, and all these extra triggers appear. Lovely. We start off here, which is really cool because we've got a workshop triggered just in here. But we've also got, down below, if we whiz around here, a secondary one. So we've got a workshop downstairs as well with a little trigger there. Double whammy workshop, pretty cool. Up over the top, and we come round. So first of our cow barns, cow barn. It's a cow pen. 30 cows can be stored in here. We do have first of our tractors just here with front loader gear. We do have a seeder, barn and building space which can be utilised. This one can be drive through if you wish it to be. Again, it's this look at that detail, the gapping in the wood, absolutely mint. Come out through the other side. We've got more barn, building and storage space. We do have a Mahindra just here, sleep trigger just here at the farmhouse. If we come out and around, a bit more barn and building space there. We've got a second cow area with a manure heap just here, silage clamps over there, and then another 100 cows here. But that's not all. When I said about those extra pastures, if we look out across here, and we go to our map, just here, that one there, 247, if we buy that, do that. If we go to 249, that, and then 250, that's the first three of them, do that, and all those triggers appear. So we come across here, we've got a cow pasture, just here. That opens, just walk straight into the fence. This one, that's 120, nothing at the moment, but come up over the way, and we've got a horse pasture for 16 horses, which is just, I like these taped fences, but horses 16, pasture just here. And if we go out and across the way, and over here, across the road, we've got another cow pasture just over here. For 80. Now as we go around the map, you will see, might have you zoom just past there, we're going to see a bit more detail. There are 3 or 4, maybe more, fields as we go around that already have animals in. Now those fields can't be purchased, but it adds to that immersion. As you're going round, you drive past a field with horses in, a field with cows in, and it just, the extra element of detail that makes the map feel lived in and used. And look at this level of detail here. I'm not saying other maps don't have it, but it is very cool. So let's grab the Mahindra and we'll carry on. Oh, that's all the same. Before I forget and move on, all the buildings are all part of the required mods. All of these can be removed, all the decorative objects can be removed. I did it on all 3 farms, and you'll see as we go around the other farms, if we get to them, I removed all of the buildings, all the equipment machinery. I got the slot count down from 2,157 to 1,374. Massive decrease. This farm will look like this. So as you can see, can be done. So if you don't want the farmyard the way it is, you can change it, which for a map as intricately detailed as this, often that's not the case. The fact that, I mean, to be fair, all of the mods that are required downloads are RajotGPLAY mods. I was going to say, because normally it's very unusual to get mods that fit in so well with the natural nature, the nature of the map that's been produced. But that's been done because they're by the same person. They just blend in almost seamlessly. So we'll head out. There is a route. I think there's a route. Try and remember. Yeah, I remember now. I'm sure multiple times I'm going to pull out in front of traffic. Do that all the time on map tours. I'm yet to have a serious accident. To our left, we will come to the biogas plant. Biogas plant doesn't need to be purchased for the icons, triggers, etc. to turn up. This is not one where you can buy the biogas plant but not the land. But again, look at the way it's weathered and textured and detailed, and there's weeds, and it's not that clinically plonked down, here's a biogas plant. It's not immaculate, it just, yeah, liking it, in case you hadn't noticed. Plot 184, 508,424, do that, and our icons appear. It's a standard biogas plant for a 500 kilowatt. Standard crop types in with digestate coming out. Not too expensive either, to be fair. You get the land with it. Once you've purchased it, from here, we're going to carry up north. This is premium expansion, platinum expansion, and precision farming ready. In that, if you have premium or platinum expansion on the sell points, there are sell points on the map that will take all the products. Sometimes you get maps that don't take some of them. So if we whiz up here, we come to a crossroads, and there's a sell point titled at the crossroads. There's another one of these. It's the yard. It's like an old abandoned farm, I guess. We're going to turn left here. When you come off the main roads as well, onto the tracks, you get a bit of dust kicked up. So here it is. I'm pretty sure this is another plot we can't purchase, which is one of those things from the biogas plant all up here, and we're at this point. Yeah, we can't. So I thought that'd be really cool. But the little house opposite, you can hear the dog barking when we come back out. So those custom sounds, there you go, there's the sell point there, at the crossroads. And as I was going around doing my prep, farm dog was laying on the floor. And as soon as he heard the dog bark and his head came up, very cool. Right, so we're going to come back to this crossroads momentarily, but we need to go out to that facility right up in the northwest of the map. It's got a couple of sell points, and I think it's is it a buy point? I think it was a lime station up as well. We've got Szpak Trans and Szpak Pro are the two sell points here. Just nip in here. I'll say, and the first of the details. I mean, let's be honest, it's been packed with detail already. Bit of work going. Yeah, look. There's people dotted around, and some of them you go up to and they talk. And so that's Szpak Trans sell point just there. Then as we come around the corner, we've got Szpak Pro. That's just up here on the right hand side, in through there, and then we've got Lime buy point just there, so Lime station. We come around the other side, and again there's a, where is it? It's a tractor with a couple of people having a conversation. And rather than just have, you know, the people that just walking around on the map, I like that element of to it, that there are interactions happening, you know, not just people walking randomly around. There's actual stuff happening, you know. Right, we're going back to that crossroad, and then we're going to head in towards Szpakowo itself, and we're going to go past the first of those inhabited fields. Having read those notes again as well, the description again now, I'm curious to see at different times of the year what it means by that with farmers. Yeah, what that entails. I suppose the more people play it, the more people will find. Turn down. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. So we turn off the main road, which is obviously well kept. It's the main road. We turn off here, and we off that little ridge here, and then we've got all of this detail, cracked and bits with potholes, and again, it's not the only map that's had it, but it's an incredible level of detail. And the only reason I kind of, as I was driving along, when I'm doing map tour prep, I'm always looking for pastures, fields with animals in, stuff. Think, oh, hang on, I need to look at that because that's going to need to be purchased, that kind of thing. And I stopped and I looked and I thought, it won't let me buy the land, what's going on? There was a plot that looked like it had a farm on it, and I bought the plot, and no triggers or icons came up. My mind was frying, and it's literally just that. It's just to add some decor. I love the fact the trees aren't all upright. More realism to it. There's smaller trees growing in between. Again, it's not just a flat texture. It doesn't feel contrived. Doesn't feel like a plantation. So just here, we turn in. There's a little farm, and you can buy the land. There's no icons. There's no silo. There's nothing here. Lovely little farm. And then we come round, and look, we've got animals, horses in the field, just being there, just doing their thing. Field next to it, we've got a little river or ditch. There's cows in the field next to it. I've come the wrong way around now. I need to go back over. Let's go back around that farmyard. I thought I'd get round at this side, but I can't. I'll go through the farmyard. That's not a problem. Let's go through this way. There we go, back out into the track. Yeah. Isn't that cool? It's just, I don't know. Yeah, cows in this field. Just being cows. And this was another one. I mean, I don't know. I haven't decided on my thumbnail yet, but I was walking round and round and looking, thinking, God, that would make a great thumbnail. That would make a great thumbnail. Look at the detail there. That would make a great thumbnail. You know, the measure of a good map in my book. So, continuing. Then we've got some more cows. Oh yeah, over the back there. Again, just chilling. I'll stop there. We need to go down the road in a minute. Crossover. So this is the start farm, and this is what I was talking about, the block paving. Look at that. Oh man. Brilliant. Sleep trigger, just here. Again, all these buildings can be removed. First of our, not first, because we've already been to one farm. We've got a little Zator there with a plough on the back. Cow barn, just here for 60 cows. We come through and out the other side. Open the back doors here. Mini baler. Open the doors here, out the back. Silage clamp to the side. Manure heap just there. Again, more cows. These aren't ours. Nothing to do with us. So we've got another little farm there going on. And then we've got 4 and 5 of the additional pastures, I think, that can be purchased. One is here. And then one is just here. So if we go back to our map, we went up there, came back down again, crossed there, had a quick look there. These are the two field areas. Like I say, you can't purchase these, and that one there's got cows in. This one here, we can purchase the land. No icons come up, and there's cows in that one there. But plot 231 and plot 243, we buy that one, and we buy that one, do that and that. The extra icons pop up. So we've got a cow pasture just here for 40, and then we've got a cow barn just up here for 50. So plenty to be getting on with. Quality textures. Right. Let's carry on, shall we? All the bits like people's gardens that need to have colour have got them. Again, it's that really nice balance. Oh, I've left it on already. Not overdone, just right. So we're coming up a bit further down here, and we've got a sell point just to our left, tucked in that yard up there. You see the blue disc just up there? That's Old Trader. So there's a sell point just up here in this farmyard. Sorry. When we come a bit further along, there you go, look, more cows in the field just there. At this point, we've got a buy manure point. Because they've got cows here, they're willing to sell manure. So if you want to buy some manure, you can come down here, buy some manure. All very good. We've then got a sell point just a bit further along, where some locals are in the process of building a new home. Just here. So construction sell point. Well, Have I missed something? No, don't think so, not yet. Turning up here, just looking at my notes thinking, hang on a minute, I haven't got there yet. Turn up here. We come to the vehicle shop and workshop. This is also a reset point on the map. So just up here, open the doors, there's our vehicle shop just in there. Open up that workshop for the vehicle shop. There's a forklift just opposite. So if you are purchasing things here from the store, you do have access to the forklift. If we come across the way here and just around the corner, we have got a gas station just here, so for refueling. And then just around here we've got Henrik's sell point just here. Nice. And then we're going to head back down the hill, just around the corner, and we've got, I'll say cottage industries. It's strange. The next couple are kind of in someone's garden, really. I don't think I can get through there. No. We'll go down to the bottom. Whoa. Again, reading notes. So we had at the crossroads. We've now got at the seniors. We'll just turn around here. On the right hand side, if you open the gates and go in through, there's a sell point there at the seniors, which is just there. And then we need to turn in just here. I don't think these are apartments or something along those lines. And we come just up and turn here. We have got on the left hand side the spinnery, just there, standard spinnery. Then we come around the back of the building and we've got the tailors just here, and then just past it we've got a wardrobe just there. So once you've come and bought your fancy new threads from the tailors, you can try them on and head out on the town. Your newly washed and polished whatever it is you might have just bought. So away from here, we come to, where is it? Sell point just behind this building here called At the Bend, because the road bends around here. It does go off in that direction, but at the bend, again off the main road onto the track, a little bit of dust being kicked up. Very cool. At the bend, sell point is just here. Now we're going to head down one of the tracks. We're going to have to come back along this way in a minute, but we're going to head out towards the sawmill. But this was nothing else to say. Look.
Tylko pokazać. Henkon.
Yes, what he said. It's a very English style of working. One person working, two people watching. I mean, they're the health and safety guys, obviously, and he's... Mind you, he hasn't got a harness on, has he? Ooh, dodgy. But again, just a little bit of something extra. There could have just been a van parked there, but no. Right, down here. Whoa, we're getting a little bit bumpy. On the right hand side, where is it coming up? Not there. Oh, well, we might be able to get it from there. We've got stone sell point, so it's a kind of little quarry. It's not a debris crusher or anything like that, but just a place where I suppose all the local farmers, when they clear all the stones and stuff off their fields, they just bring it here, tip it. If people want to come and collect it later on and help themselves for a bit of hardcore and stuff, they can. From here, back out around there, down to the sawmill. Sawmill is a standard sawmill. And another one that fits in really nicely, not just a plonked sawmill that's been kind of blended in, it just feels like it's always been in, you know, that kind of thing. But here at the sawmill we do have an additional telehandler, so if you need to use a telehandler for anything, you can always come down and borrow it. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. a couple of forklifts and telehandler knocking around on the map to help you out. From here then, we are going to head back. So we came from here, up at the main farm, but the second farm we found. Came down, taking the various different sell points, buy points and things as we come down. Up to the vehicle store there, then that was the one that we looked across the road to, that was at the seniors. Then up there to the spinnery and tailors, back down along the road at the bend being here. And we came down here to the stone cell, sawmill just here. We came across over, there's a little river here, bit of forestry down there. If you want to do a bit of forestry, you can. We're going to head all the way back up to this fork here, and we're going to head that direction. So I will see you as we're heading along that road momentarily. So heading away again from the workman. I've got to get my junctions right here, otherwise I end up in someone else's garden. So just along here, we had old trader in the village, not that one, but this one. We've got new trader. So just the end of here, there's a little sell point just sitting in the yard, just there. You can open the gate. We've disturbed the owner's dog. So that's new trader. And then back up and next right. Turning just coming up. We've got Derek's sell point, so Derek coming through here again. Look at all this going on. Just round the back here, Derek's sell point is just there. And this is the vast contrast in maps and map tours. You can go on a map where you'll go and there'll be a sell point, and you'll go and there'll literally just be a grate on the floor, bomb, sell point. And then you've got this, which has got like everything. I don't know, the megabyte download for the map is huge, and there's another 9 mods on top of that. And I know that, you know, 2,157 slots off the start is incredibly high. But there's no denying it. It's quality. Have I mentioned that yet? Have I mentioned how good it is? Right, out to the, I say main road, to the, that's more than a track, less than a highway. So we're heading out east. Got to be careful, there's a few potholes and bumps. End up catapulting myself into the shadow realm. That's the last thing I need. But right on the end of this road, whoa. I don't know if I read it wrong, right or wrong. FIT Plon or FIT Plan? There's a sell point and there's a grain mill here as well. Looks like farmers are queuing up to get in, deliver their wares. So just in from here, so left hand side we've got the sell point just there. There's a guy, look.
Hey.
I'm not sure they're safety approved. Look, he's wearing flip-flops. Flip-flops? What? And then over here we've got a grain mill, which we can purchase if we wish. Wheat, barley, oat and sorghum flour. Flour can be produced here. The thing is, almost like it's one of those maps you need to just have a look round. I almost feel bad. It's that thing of, you know, every corner you turn, there's something else that adds to a potential storyline. The story of the map, the story of the facility, of the farm, or whatever it might be. And you don't want to just drive past and skip it all out. Because the map makers have spent, you know, it's no different to any map that, you know, the map makers have spent so much time doing and pouring their heart and soul into. I know it's difficult because on a map tour you've only got a certain amount of time. You know, you've got to get round and show everything off and show the features and the details and the main points of the map. But yeah, it's there's a lot to be seen. Now, I'm not going to drive all the way out to this next one, but you'll be able to kind of see it in the distance. But as we get up to the next road, we're going to quickly chuck a left and we're going to head to the last farm, the third farm on the map. And just to the north, there's a manure sell point. So we had a manure buy point in town where those cows were, but just up to the north. Is this turning? Might be the next one along. Next one along. A little bit further up, there's a big pile of manure. There's a little blue icon. You know, if you just see it in the distance over there. There's a manure sell point, and then we come down. Not this one. Next one. So whereas it's more forested down the bottom, to the north and out across, and you can see that facility we were right in the northeast corner, much more open countryside, much more flowing to the north. We come downhill to the last of the farms, which is where the rest of our equipment and machinery is. So it's kind of scattered between the three farms, although we don't own the other two farms, but all of our equipment is kind of between them all. So just stop there, can turn the engine off. Back to the map. So we came, where are we? Along that road there, down to New Trader. I went up there to Derek's yard up there, and all the way up there to the sell point in the grain mill. Followed that all the way up. We came along there, and just off to the north there is where the manure sell point is. We've come down there, and we are now here. Plot 180, 443,835. That and that. Boom. Done. We have got a cow barn to the north and one to the south. So this cow barn here, 72 cows. Silage clamps just here. We come round and up into the yard, and we do have a sleep trigger just there. It's not a workshop at this one, I don't think. But then we come into here, got a trailer. This is drive-through if you want it to be open out to the back. We've got all these curtains. They can all be opened here. The rest of our equipment, slurry spreader, harvester just here. We've got another Zator just tucked around there. So we do have a Fendt and two Zators split between the three farms. They're all just in here. And then we come out through this barn here. Hop the railing. Second barn here for 40 cows. That's the farm. That was the map. So Szpakowo by RajotGPLAY and Jankus. I hope I said that right. Jankus. I'm sure it's going to be Jankus. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.